Can you bring his tweet back? My math is off. Somebody bring it back.
It says they're going to lose 3 out of their next 4 games.
3 out of 4.
They could lose 2 out of 4.
No? We need him on the show. Somebody call him right now.
I'll reach out to Philly Godfather.
What type of betting are you doing, sir? I understand you and Adam are cool. I don't know you. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, your bets are trash.
Are you sitting here then just locking in they're going to beat the Bills and the Ravens? Because that's what you're talking about if you're saying 2-2 is not plausible.
I'll tell you this. I would bet on that before I bet on what the hell he
Well, of course, that's not going to happen. Something needs to go remarkably. I don't know if he believed when he sent that out because that tweet was sometime yesterday, probably before Sunday Night Football. I missed the timestamp.
Sure.
I don't know if in his head, well, Jamar Chase is going to be out there, and he's not going to be out there.
That's right.
And Joe Burrow, maybe he'll be back early.
That's right.
You know, if they go out and they win that game against Pittsburgh, and there's a desperation on the part of the Bengals, then maybe, right?
Maybe during the Packers-Giants, he thought Jameis is going to get this done.
Right.
You were wrong, Billy.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, stick to the Eagles. They got their own problems.
I mean, we said we could try and get him. Trav, now that you're looking at the man face to face, that's not a man I'd want to cross. I don't know if you got any thoughts.
Stelios, I'd like to apologize to you and all the hard work you do to make your plays. They are not trash. They're profitable. You've been in this game a long time. I was having too much fun. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. Almost 40 years in this business. I've won a lot of big bets, and I know alarmed a lot of people in New England. My cousin who grew up in Waltham, Mass, now lives in Palm Beach. He texted me right away. Are you drunk? What are you sending out on? But if you really look at the math behind the statement or the tweet, the odds of the Patriots losing their next 4 games in a row is probably like 100-1 off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And how you get those odds is you basically multiply the money line odds times 4. It's that simple. But the odds drop off dramatically around to like 15-1 of them losing to the Bengals, Bills, and Ravens, or Giants, Bills, and Ravens. So it's still a long shot.
Yeah.
But it's not as much of a long shot as most people think. And I bet long shots all the time. I mean, I had the Buccaneers at 50-1 to win the Super Bowl in 2020. I had the Florida Gators last year at 19-1 to win the college basketball national championship. So if you do the math, it's not really that much of a long shot.
Yeah.
I love Mike Vrabel. He's one of my favorite coaches. And if you look at his second half adjustments over the years, I think he's number 1 in the NFL in points scored. Drake May, no one was a bigger fan of his coming out of college. I sent out a tweet saying whoever gets Drake May is going to be extremely happy. And now he has the second best odds to win the MVP. But again, this Patriots team has been extremely fortunate and lucky. I think they're ranked like 4th or 5th in luck ratio this year. They've had the better overall health score of every opponent they faced this season, except for week 1 against the Raiders. And you saw they lost that game. So they've been a little bit lucky. Good coaching, good quarterback play, but a lot of luck has been involved. And what this tweet basically comes down to is, do you think the Patriots can win 9 straight regular season games or 10 straight in a row? And that doesn't happen much in the NFL because they're not beating the Ravens or the Bills. The last time they played the Bills, the Bills turned the ball over 3 times, and they lost the turnover differential 3-1. And anytime that happens, you lose the game 82.5% of the time. So I don't see that happening. And this Ravens team is coming on strong. They got their mojo back. They're 1 game behind the Steelers in the division, but the odds to win that division is like minus 320. So I don't see them beating the Ravens either. So do you think they can win 9 or 10 in a row? That's what this, that statement basically comes down to.
Yes is the answer. Stelios Maltepes is here with us, the Philly Godfather, and if we have some time, we'll get to your Eagles and the defending Super Bowl champs, and looking like maybe the class of the NFC right now for sure. But here's where I don't know what's going to happen against the Bills and the Ravens, but I do confidently sit here believing we're going to be looking at a 10-game winning streak going into the bye, and part of that is obviously the no Burrow, no Chase factor, and the other being the Giants are a dumpster fire, and who knows what Jackson Dart's health situation is. Not that Jameis Winston isn't always live to cover a number. We just saw it this past weekend. The thing that jumps out at me, guys, the more I think about this, Stelios, is we should be talking about a team that's already won 10 in a row. This team should be 10-0 right now. It gave away the game against the Steelers, back in just prior to this 8-game winning streak, obviously, and opened the year with the Raiders. Did people watch Monday Night Football?
Right.
That team is trash. If the Patriots faced them literally any time other than, I think, week 1, that would have been a win. It's an awful team. So, I mean, we should be talking about an unbeaten, challenging Don Shula.
Right.
Yeah, and yet they're 17th in DVOA on the season. And like I said, they've been extremely lucky. Listen, Vrabel's one of my favorite coaches, and luck favors the prepared mind, and he's one of the best coaches in the NFL. Like I said, Drake May's been played, lights out, but that makes it even more harder. If you think the Patriots should have won 10 in a row, well, do you think they can win 11 and 12 in a row? Jameis, he's always, if he doesn't turn the ball over, doesn't throw any picks, he'll beat you. He's a gunslinger. You see, he's kept his team, the Giants, in the game last week. And I talked to some people in Cincinnati. There's an outside shot that Burrow plays, even though Chase ain't playing. So if Burrow comes in here, I mean, this team was supposed to win 9.5 games before the season started, the projected win total, and the Patriots were at 8.5. So the nucleus of that Bengals team isn't bad with Burrow on the field.
So even if the Patriots do end up losing 3 of their next 4 games, do you think that they will still make the playoffs or even win the division? Will this hurt their chances of doing either of those?
I don't know about winning the division, but they're definitely going to make the playoffs. And in the playoffs, coaching matters. And Mike Vrabel, not to repeat myself, he's one of the best out there. You guys have been lucky and fortunate to get him. I don't know what the Titans were thinking. You saw what happened to the Titans, the drop off on that team since he's left. So I can see them winning, going a little deep in the playoffs, but beating the Bills in the playoffs. If the Chiefs sneak in, the Ravens are coming on strong. The Colts, look at the Colts' point differential on the season, one of the better teams in the AFC. So it's going to be extremely difficult to get to the Super Bowl. But if some of the better teams, in my opinion, if they get a little banged up, all season they've been playing against the most banged up teams in the NFL, and the ball bounces their way, they could end up in the AFC Championship game.
So right now, unfortunately, we can't show you the tweet. Twitter is down, and we were kind of blaming Trav for this, obviously, and influential professional sports bettor as you are, potentially upsetting you coming in. Was the mob going to get involved in all of this? We didn't know. So Twitter's down. We can't reach Elon to fix this thing. What we wanted to do, though, was showcase your tweet that you referenced about Drake May. And I am curious, since all of this has obviously come to fruition, he looks incredible and very well could win the MVP this year. What is it going into the, right around draft time, going into the process of him turning pro that stood out that you said, yeah, this guy's got it. This guy's going to be a hit?
It's the defenses he faced in college, his touchdown to interception ratio, his pocket presence. There were so many different factors about that kid coming out. And people were asking me, is he better than Caleb Williams? And I would tell them flat out, yes, back then. Now, Caleb has played better this season, but I think Drake May is the cream of the crop. And you guys got a stud there playing quarterback for the next 10, 15 years, man. You guys can become a juggernaut again. I know, when Tom Brady left, it kind of broke everyone's heart. And you guys were calling him Benedict Arnold when he left. But this kid here, man, he's the real deal.
All right, Phil, we've only got a couple of moments here, but to touch on your Eagles quickly, do you believe that this is a repeat situation? Are the Eagles ultimately going to at least beat the team that represents the NFC?
A.J. Brown. We trying to get A.J. Brown.
Well, A.J. Brown's a big Tom Brady fan, big Julian Edelman fan.
Can we get A.J. Brown from you, please, sir?
He's like, sure.
I'm not sold on the Eagles, man. They've also been very fortunate. They've caught the better teams that they faced this year all banged up, like the Lions, the Packers, and the Chiefs. So the ball has been bouncing their way. They rank outside the top 15 in opponent yards per play and yards per play, offense and defense. They got a lot of talent on the field, but it's very difficult to repeat. It's hard to get back to the Super Bowl. And it's hard to win it again. So I'm not sold on them as of right now. I think there's a couple other teams in the NFC that are better than them. But again, if the ball bounces their way, anything can happen. It's the NFL, man. It's a war of attrition.
Through Foxborough we go, I guess.
Fair enough.
That's just what it's going to have to be. Stelios Maltepis, again, the Philly Godfather. Check him out on Twitter. Check out his plays. The man's out there making money, except evidently when he's betting on the Patriots. Of course, he's got the booked. Check that out as well. Stelios, thanks so much, man.
Good luck, guys.
Absolutely. Well, listen, 3 out of 4
Yeah.
is not going to happen
No,
in
it's
terms
not.
of losses.
No.
It's just not going to happen. I do think they're going to enter the bye
I do
with
too.
a 10-game
We all
winning
do.
streak.
And
But
they'll
then
beat the
after
Bills
that,
at least, I think.
well, at least. Of course they're going to beat the Bills. I hope they beat the Bills.
Yeah, I'm also not convinced that it's an automatic Ravens and Bills are going to beat the Patriots.
No,
I'm not convinced
absolutely
of
not.
that.
Close.
It could happen.
Of course.
But I'm not,
You can't, in today's NFL, look at all the injuries we just saw during
That's
week
right.
11. You can't sit here and say that anything is automatic in
That's
this
right.
league. We're talking about games that are 3-4 weeks away. Anyway, we're not
Amen.
done here. Feels like we're wrapping. We're not wrapping up. We're going to go over to Nesson Nation. Check us out. Boston has entered the chat. 8 to 9 on Nesson, 9 to 10 Nesson Nation. Monday through Friday. Adam, stop talking. Catch us over there. All right, good. We'll see you next.